Have you ever noticed your hands or feet feeling cold, tingly, or just heavy when you walk? For many of us over 50, that's more than just an inconvenience. It's a signal that our circulation may not be keeping up with our body's needs. And when blood flow slows, energy drops, recovery takes longer, and the heart has to work overtime. But here's the good news. One of the simplest foods sitting in your kitchen, onions, can make a surprising difference. Today you'll discover how this everyday vegetable may help support better circulation and a stronger heart, starting with just one small change. Welcome to our channel, where we focus on clear, practical health insights for adults over 50. My goal is to bring you science you can trust, delivered in a way that feels simple and encouraging, so you can take real steps toward better health. And just a quick reminder, what you'll hear today is for education only. Always talk with your healthcare provider about your unique situation. Here's what we'll cover together today. First, what circulation really means and why it tends to slow after 50. Then, how onions support your heart and blood vessels through powerful compounds. We'll explore how much to eat, the best ways to prepare them, and who should be cautious. Finally, I'll share a 7-day starter plan and 3 easy recipes. Circulation is the body's delivery system. Every heartbeat pushes oxygen and nutrients through a vast network of blood vessels, reaching every muscle organ and even the tips of your fingers and toes. When circulation is healthy, your hands and feet stay warm, your energy stays steady, wounds heal faster, and your mind feels sharp. But when circulation slows, you may notice tingling, leg cramps, or fatigue more often. Over time, poor blood flow can place extra strain on the heart and raise risks for serious conditions. The good news: everyday choices like the foods on your plate have a powerful effect on how well your arteries open, relax, and keep blood moving. As we move past 50, the body naturally goes through changes that affect circulation. Our blood vessels don't produce as much nitric oxide, the chemical signal that tells them to relax and open. Arteries themselves can become stiffer, forcing the heart to pump harder. Muscle mass slowly declines, which means less natural support for moving blood efficiently. On top of that, decades of wear and tear, stress, poor sleep, processed foods, and inactivity add layers of oxidative stress and low-grade inflammation that narrow the flow even more. Weight gain and rising blood sugar can also tax blood vessels. Medications, while important, sometimes bring side effects that influence circulation too. The hopeful truth: even with these changes, lifestyle choices, especially the right foods, can support flexibility in the arteries and ease the heart's workload. One of the simplest of those foods is the humble onion. When you think of onions, you probably picture a simple base for soups or a topping for burgers. But inside those layers lies a powerhouse of nutrients that matter even more as we age. Onions carry vitamin C, potassium, and prebiotic fibers that help feed your gut bacteria. But their real strength comes from special plant compounds: quercetin, a flavonoid most concentrated in the colorful outer layers, and sulfur compounds, the source of that familiar onion aroma. Together, these act like tiny messengers, helping your blood vessels stay more relaxed, reducing oxidative stress, and supporting healthy circulation. What's more, onions blend easily with other heart-friendly foods like beans, olive oil, leafy greens, and fish, creating a natural synergy on your plate. The best part: you don't need fancy supplements or exotic ingredients. Just a simple onion prepared the right way can offer steady support to your heart and arteries. One of the most important jobs your arteries perform is staying flexible, able to widen and relax so blood can move with ease. This function is controlled by the endothelium, a thin lining inside every vessel. After 50, this lining can struggle to make enough nitric oxide, the signal that tells arteries to open. That's where onions come in. Quercetin, along with certain sulfur compounds in onions, has been shown to support nitric oxide production and protect the endothelium. Think of it as giving your vessels a gentle reminder to loosen up. When arteries relax more easily, the heart doesn't need to pump as hard, and blood can reach your hands, feet, and brain with less resistance. A practical tip: combine onions with leafy greens like spinach or arugula and a drizzle of olive oil to create a simple, circulation-friendly meal. Another challenge for circulation after 50 is the double hit of oxidative stress and chronic low-grade inflammation. Over time, free radicals, those unstable molecules, can damage blood vessel walls, making them less elastic. At the same time, ongoing inflammation acts like a slow rust, stiffening arteries and forcing the heart to work harder. Onions carry a defense team. Quercetin is a strong antioxidant that helps neutralize free radicals before they can cause harm. Meanwhile, sulfur compounds in onions influence pathways linked to inflammation, gently calming the body's response. The result: arteries that are more supple and less prone to narrowing. In real life, this doesn't just mean numbers on a lab test. It can translate into fewer cramps when walking, steadier energy, and better comfort in everyday movement. For best effect, pair onions with other antioxidant-rich foods like berries, beans, and olive oil to build daily protection. Healthy circulation isn't only about flexible arteries, it's also about keeping platelets balanced. Platelets are tiny blood cells that help us clot when we're injured. But if they become too sticky, clots can form where they're not needed, slowing blood flow and raising heart risk. Research suggests that compounds in onions may gently reduce excessive platelet stickiness, supporting smoother flow. Think of it as keeping traffic moving instead of letting cars jam up. But here's an important caution. If you take blood thinners or antiplatelet medications such as warfarin, clopidogrel, or aspirin, keep your onion intake consistent and check with your doctor before making big changes. That way you can enjoy the benefits without interfering with your treatment plan. Circulation health is also closely tied to how well we manage blood sugar, cholesterol, and weight, 3 factors that often shift after 50. Onions can lend quiet but steady support here too. Their prebiotic fibers, called fructans, act like food for the friendly bacteria in your gut. A healthier gut environment has been linked to better cholesterol metabolism and improved balance in blood sugar. Quercetin, one of the key antioxidants in onions, has been studied for its role in slowing LDL oxidation and supporting more stable glucose levels. When these processes run smoothly, arteries experience less stress and inflammation. A simple way to take advantage: pair onions with lean protein beans or whole grains. This combination helps flatten those after-meal sugar spikes that can otherwise damage delicate blood vessels over time. So how much onion do you really need to make a difference? Research suggests that even modest amounts can help. About half a cup of cooked onion, or roughly a quarter to half of a medium raw onion, each day is a practical goal. All types have benefits. Red onions often contain more quercetin, yellow onions are versatile for cooking, and white onions offer a milder flavor. The key is to use the whole onion wisely. Try peeling as thinly as possible, since the outer layers are richest in antioxidants. Raw onions preserve certain heat-sensitive compounds, but gentle sautéing, roasting, or baking still leaves plenty of nutrition and makes them easier to digest. For a boost, add a splash of lemon juice or vinegar and a little olive oil. These simple touches can enhance both flavor and nutrient absorption. Cooking with onions doesn't have to be complicated. Here are 3 quick recipes designed for circulation and heart health. First, the citrus onion topper. Thinly slice a quarter of a red onion. Toss with lemon juice, olive oil, black pepper, and parsley. Let it sit for 2 minutes. Spoon over grilled salmon beans or a salad. Bright, refreshing, and loaded with quercetin. Second, the sheet pan sweet onion and greens. Slice a yellow onion into thick rings, roast until edges caramelize, then toss with spinach, balsamic vinegar, olive oil, and toasted walnuts. A side dish that pairs well with chicken or tofu, rich in antioxidants and healthy fats. And third, the bean onion skillet. Sauté half a sliced white onion until soft. Add cannellini beans, cherry tomatoes, garlic, and herbs. Finish with lemon zest. Serve over farro or brown rice. High in fiber, plant protein, and flavor, each dish is simple, low sodium, and senior-friendly, perfect for everyday circulation support. Onions are safe for most people, but a few notes matter. If you're on blood thinners or antiplatelet medications, keep onion intake steady and check with your healthcare provider before suddenly increasing amounts. If you take diabetes medications, remember that onions may modestly lower blood sugar, so monitor closely. For those with IBS, GERD, or sensitive digestion, raw onions may trigger bloating or discomfort. Try smaller amounts or well-cooked forms. Onion allergies are rare, but if you notice hives, itching, or breathing trouble, seek medical help immediately. The key is balance. Enjoy onions as part of a diverse whole food diet and let your doctor know if you make major changes. Here's a simple way to begin. Day 1. Salmon with citrus onion topper and arugula. Day 2. Bean onion skillet with farro side of broccoli. Day 3. Turkey or hummus wrap with thin onion slices, tomato, and spinach. Day 4. sheet pan onion and greens plus roasted sweet potato. Day 5. Veggie chili with onions, beans, peppers, and tomatoes. Day 6. Mushroom onion omelet side salad with tomatoes. Day 7. Brown rice bowl with caramelized onion, kale, and grilled tofu. Pair meals with daily walking, hydration, and restful sleep to amplify results. Let's clear up a few myths. Raw onions are not the only healthy choice. Gentle cooking still preserves powerful compounds and improves digestibility. Red onions may have more quercetin, but yellow and white onions are just as valuable, so variety is best. Onion supplements don't replace the whole food, since you miss fiber and synergy with other nutrients. Fresh onions are naturally low in sodium, so they won't raise blood pressure unless prepared with salty sauces. And tears while chopping, that's from sulfur chemistry. It doesn't mean your onion is stronger or healthier. What matters most is consistency. Enjoy onions regularly in forms that work for you. So here's your action plan. Add a quarter to half an onion each day. Mix them with greens, beans, or whole grains, and use lemon or olive oil to boost flavor and absorption. Track how you feel: more warmth in your hands and feet, better energy on walks, less post-meal sluggishness. If this video was helpful, share it with a friend over 50, and subscribe for more simple senior smart nutrition tips. Your heart will thank you today and in the years ahead.